Hello guys, how are you doing? Let's talk about the use of so. There are so many uses, guys, for this word. So we need to focus on some aspects. Okay, so I chose 4 of them for us to talk about. So let's start here. This is an iceberg of so. So what? So what means I don't care, or it's not important. So what? So what? Okay, because I'd like to show you that here on the peak of the iceberg, my friends. This is the use we are used to, right? This is like this. They are so nice. It's about very, extremely, or to such a degree of something. It means a lot. Okay, for example, they're so nice. Or, I didn't know it was so hard. There's so much food, so you can use so vary the pronunciation this way. Okay? And the last one, I presented you here a negative aspect of so. It's a different way. It works like a slang, okay? So they are far and away the cheapest shoes, but they are so less seasoned. So they are criticizing probably. The person who is saying that is criticizing the shoes because they are out of fashion. Okay, so they are so less seasoned. So as you can see, it doesn't work like here, okay? It's a little bit different, the tone, okay? Go to the second point, so you're going deeper, going down here. So let's get started. It's a discourse marker. It means, my friends, we can start starting a speech using so. So this is used to start a conversation, start a topic, okay? Or conclude a topic. So let's consider here both ways, okay? So what's his name again? So what time's the play? So it's something like we're the end of a conversation before we meet, for example. Okay, so what time's the play? And this one. So what's up, man? So it's like starting a conversation, right? The next one, going deeper, even deeper, this one, so do I. We see so many people using so do I, and sometimes it's confusing, right? But let's clarify. It's used before auxiliary verbs. Any of them. It could be do, did, have, and was. So many of them here, okay? But they come before the auxiliary verb, okay? To express the same way or in a similar way. Examples. I've talked to my parents. So have I. So how do I know it's have? Here, it's here. I've talked to my parents. So have I. What about this one, the first one? So do I. So what kind of expression could come before, could have come before this one? Let me give you an example. I wake up at 6 every day. So do I. So how do you know it's do? Because it's not there. I wake up at 6 every day. It's not there. But you know that do represents the present. Okay, so do I. It's implicit. What about here? I'm worn out. This is clear. I am worn out. This is the auxiliary verb, right? I'm worn out. So is my sister. So maybe they are in the same group, the same school. Okay, so is my sister. So it's like saying, for example, here, me too, so have I, me too, So do I, me too. It's like saying, okay, but it sounds natural, guys. You should use it. And the next one, the last but not the least, I guess so. It's used to avoid repetition or to say something is true. So let's see this dialogue. Do you think it's a good idea? I think so. Or I don't think so. Okay, so you change the tone, you say it, but they are both referring to the first sentence, the first statement. So do you think it's a good idea? I think so. I don't think so. Guys, not necessarily it comes with a question here, okay? But it's common. It's very common to have a question here before saying I think so, I don't think so, okay? I guess so. Works the same way. I could say, for example, do you think it's a good idea? I guess so. The difference here, in my opinion, is that guess shows that you are not really certain. I think it's less certain than think. And one more here. Is it getting better? I hope so. So this is something I kinda agree with what the person is saying here. Is it getting better? I hope so. But we're not sure, And the last one is a little bit different. The expression "I'm afraid so" means you kind of feel disappointed about it, I'm afraid so means you are not so happy about it. So will you work in January? I'm afraid so. Something like that. And the last one, so far so good. Guys, so far so good. It's completely different. Okay, so far means until now. Until now, it's okay. This is a very common expression in English. So far so good. It could be a question. Guys, so far so good? Yeah, so far so good. Okay, I hope you like that. And let's practice. See you next time.